See if that stays out of the way of my foot. What up? Whoever snuck in on me. I'm just sitting there watching a squirrel over there in the yard. JJ, you caught me, you lucky rascal. Now what the heck you gonna do with me? Little Al, what's up with you? Howdy, howdy. Harry Jones in Denver. Oh, three's rolling, but stoned. No, you ain't the Rolling Stone. You're listening. That's what it is. He ain't letting no moss grow on him. How am I doing? Huh? I'm bored as hell. Antsy to do some stuff, and it ain't time to do it yet. Gotta wait. And well, it is what it is. We could get 3 foot of snow. Well, you could. You could have a drought. One thing for sure, you ain't gonna have a typhoon. Well, I shouldn't say that. All things are possible, but don't make him mad at you. Y'all hit that thumbs up for me. Thank you. You need water? I hear you. So you need it for the runoff. No, you didn't, JJ. What up, Paul? Last time we talked was about your flooring and all that. Have you made any progress? 10 people and 2 thumbs up. Wow. Y'all need to chat me up now. We ain't gonna talk. I'll watch squirrels play. Got a patio cover built. Built it at a slight peak, so hopefully well, it's got to help, man. You put it up over the corner of the house, edge of the house. What are you fixing, Paul? Chicken and dumplings? Well, I'd love me some chicken and taters. Well, I was close. You must be oven baking the chicken then. Uh-huh. What kind of seasoning you put on it? And I know you cut the fat off and tore the skin off. That ain't good for you, youngin'. He might be bigger than me, but he's still a youngin'. Well, several dropping out, but hell, they ain't chatting anyway. Sound like I hear movement in the house. Barbecue and tater has ranch powder. We like that ranch powder nowadays too. Some get carried around away around here and think it should go on everywhere. Oh, well, this yard's needing some spring cleaning. Something bad. Something bad. But it ain't my yard. And there's too much junk thrown around. I ain't gonna go around picking it all up. Gotta go find a ticket tomorrow. Oh, that's right. Where you gotta go for that? Surely not Low Crack. I think you got it there locally if I remember the story right. Yeah, local. Hell, get JJ up there, and whatever your ticket is, that's what you can charge him for dinner. This could work out. Bed and breakfast at a cost. Let him sleep on your back porch. Fix him a piece of toast and a bowl of oatmeal in the morning. I'm fixing to make you some money. I want my cut. Then if he has to bring Dee and his mama and the pig bacon and well, that 190, that's going to just be the tip he gave you. He's going in tall cotton, don't you know? He's trying to ignore us. Then he'll say, I was outside smoking. No, how this is going to go. Yeah, I know it, JJ. I remember well. He should have had a litter. Then you could have a whole bunch of them. Sausage, cracklings, pork chop, ribs. You'd have the whole crew running around there. Don't blame HP. You put it on that damn bed of yours that likes throwing them in the floor, didn't you? You ain't never learned. Now, see, Paul, I'll let JJ educate me. With the way he's tearing computers up, I ain't going to let him near mine under the pretense of teaching me. And you ain't even having to use a screwdriver, just Vaseline. Probably with a little sand in it. On both counts. Yeah, it won't be long. Everything gonna be budding out, leaping out before you know it. Them city folk don't know what they're missing, do they, Paul? They'll say, why the hell are you sitting outside looking at that bare tree? Well, what's that tree tell you? And they'll say nothing. Well, it does me. talks to me. Yeah, we're starting to get a bird out there in the distance. Jamie, long time no see. What's up with you? Oh, I'm doing okay for an old fart. I'm doing all right for the shape I'm in. Doing okay for my condition. With boy trying to build him some chicken coops back there and whatnot. I tell you, if you could get work out of any modern day youngins, he's got several nice straight pine trees over there. Cut them down, log them up into the right size, let the kids debark them. I don't ever see these neighbors. The ones over there, that's some Mexican guy. He has a construction company. He's got two daughters going into college and don't know about the wife or the mom, so to speak. Never see them. Every once in a while, I'll see them in the summer mowing grass. Folks over there, that's a old retired black couple. Don't ever see them unless you see him out mowing the grass. Guy back on this side is a young white man, some kind of a manager at a car dealership, at one of the larger ones around here. He's a hunting fanatic and all that. So I've talked to him a couple of times. My son's talked to these others. I haven't. But he comes and goes all the time, either working or hunting or going out on four-wheelers or acting like a young man that's got a little bit of money and a few toys. And then you got my boy's place here in the middle of those three. That's all woods on that side. That's all woods over there. Oh, catty corner you got a house. To the right you got a house. And to my back you got a house. And they're not right on top of him either. So, to me it ain't country living, but you're not really in town. It's out past it, burbs as they call them. Are you taking off already, Jamie? Grinning in the back porch. What a deal. Back that rascal up some. Yeah, and both of these are pretty busy roads, too. Those that have been around, you've heard them. Got to go to work. Don't start telling them kind of stories. Grandma's in there napping. She's fighting one of her headaches. She's been a grumpy old woman, so she laid down. I decided to come out here and do a live stream. Got a little bit of light out here, a little bit left. And I'll tell you what's interesting. Just past the Mexican, I ain't sure who that is over there. But then the third house, that is a cop over there. He's some kind of detective. I forget what his wife does. She's some kind of big fancy in the city politics. And they have 7 or 9 adopted kids. That's pretty cool. And the kids that go by are walking or riding bikes because there's a school just right down the road here, less than a half mile, probably a quarter mile. And Kids are nice and polite. I've seen them drive by. They've drove by decent, so they've been raised right. But now them kids, I can hear them because he's on top of the hill. We're barely on the crest. He's cresting the hill. So they're just the other side. We're in North Georgia. We got rolling hills here. And you can hear them kids out there carrying on and playing, and the little kid screams and stuff, which I don't mind at all. As long as they ain't right here in my ear, it's all good. But I think it's cool that they're in a position where they could adopt them youngins. And I have met the cop. He's a cool enough guy. Uh-huh. Optimus, what's up with you? Oh, I'm glad some of y'all found a couple minutes to come spend. Uh, Wonder how you would make that assumption. I hear you. Yeah, me and Grandma took a little ride today. Uh, they had an advertisement on TV about 2 fish sandwiches for $6. And that sounded fairly good. They've just started the fish sandwich over there, so I wanted to go see how it was, and it was pretty decent. I asked Grandma if she wanted a fish sandwich, or our favorite that we always get there is the turkey and bacon ranch wrap. And that's what she went ahead and got. I went ahead and got me 2 sandwiches. We put a little slaw on the lettuce, and then the tater sauce, tater sauce, tartar sauce. I'll get it out. Somebody knows what I ain't saying. Let me turn it a little bit. Well, we get the turkey bacon ranch wrap. We've been getting it for years with no onions. Now, if I'm out on the road, because there getting to be several Arby's and the truck stops out there. So when I did hit them down there in Texas and whatnot, I would go ahead and get onions on mine. Didn't figure I'd get no kiss, no how. But when I order anything for me and her together, I automatically no onions. Now, Grandma likes cooked onions. It was pretty good. It was decent size. I always call them mystery fish. I don't care what fast food store you get them at. And they try to convince you that it's cod and all these other things, and we all know better. And they probably chop up the eyeballs and everything. You never know. That just made a few people leave the channel. But yeah, try their sandwich, Paul. That fish is pretty good. Oh, that was JJ comment on it. I think that big Montana, ain't that one of their breakfast burritos? Who is it got them big breakfast tacos, burritos, whatever? Oh, it was JJ. It was a lot bigger than the sandwich at McDonald's. And believe it or not, here in the last 2 or 3 weeks, I went to McDonald's about 3 times. It was not because I just missed them. It's because they're the most convenient. With this boy working here, I wound up going there a couple times. Run up there and snatch something for lunch. They still got the big roast beefs. They still got their original stuff, and it's all sliced up back there. Now, I like their roast beef, but I don't like it with their cheddar cheese. Their cheddar they put on there is that melted cheddar, and when you bite it, it gets all up in your mustache and all that. And I don't like that. Either roast beef with sliced cheddar or dry. Oh, they also make another one. Damn it. The one with the sauerkraut and the little dipping sauce and stuff. I think that's a Reuben. That's pretty good too. Uh, Baton Rouge. No. Paul, I started to do one of them monkey tails. You seen that new style they got out? I'm gonna have Grandma help me do it. She wasn't having no part of it. I was gonna do it for one of the live streams. No. So I went ahead and shaved it all off. Damn it. I thought that'd been good for a giggle. Well, I let this grow until it's ugly as all get out, like it looks good now. And it was at a decent length where I could have done that monkey tail. But nope. Mama said no. And me and her ain't one to tell each other how to wear our hair. I don't tell her what to do with her beard. She don't tell me what to do with mine. With some kind of facial hair. Them boys that are always all slick shaved and stuff have to shave twice to make it look like a baby's butt. Yeah, don't trust them. But then again, I've seen some of them with a beard down there their belt. Don't trust them either. Got watching a couple Christian movies last night. Me and Mama did. They were pretty good. Everybody turn this way. Well, they're on little crotch rockets, and okay, that's the contractor next door. And little crotch rockets being nice and polite. You didn't hear them screaming like banshees through here. So many of them do. I hear you. They ask me why I have a beard, and I tell them, I'm too damn lazy to shave. I hate shaving. And I do hate shaving. I shaved every day in the Marine Corps when I didn't need to, and I still had to go shave. I didn't have enough peach fuzz on my face. And when I came out of the Marine Corps, I didn't cut my hair or shave for over 3 years. My hair was halfway down my back. My beard was halfway down my chest. It was damn near titty length anyway. Grandma has a picture somewhere, if she can find it after all our packing and nonsense. I was probably about 22 then. Hadn't been out of the Corps very long. maybe 23. Because my hair was shoulder length and I had a decent beard. And I'm on this rope swing and swinging out across the river there in Missouri, and my hair's flying and all that stuff. She put that on the ice box one day, made a copy of it, and put it on the ice box. Kids were all teenagers, and it was a full-size sheet of paper. They're like, "Who is that?" After they all asked, she said, "That's your daddy." "Oh, no, that ain't Dad." "Oh, yeah, that's your daddy." Oh. Well, Paul, how do you judge yours? What do you call it, nipple length? Or you one of them sissy guys that don't know if he's a man or a woman or a little girl, and they say, "It's down the hair." I got you. You're an awful big boy to be that big a sissy. And folks, he is a big boy. 6'2" or some shit. Look at the video where I met him. Got a kink on my neck. That's what's wrong with my neck now, trying to look at him to talk to him. What up, Tom? I'm just giving Paul a hard way. Just 'cause I can and he can't hit me for it. I'm going to make him burn that chicken. He's cooking some chicken and taters, and I'm going to make him burn one of them. Then Sheila's going to put a whooping on him. I do miss my cooking. Won't be long. Won't be long, folks. Me and Grandma got plans if the good Lord's willing. Uh-huh. So you're telling me you're underarm deodorant now? It's starting to get dark out here, folks. That one is a motorcycle. Some of these cars you can't tell. That one had the crank on it. No, I can't cook all I like because I can't eat it all without getting in trouble. But them biscuits you told me about, dude, they've been haunting me. I'm definitely going to want to do them biscuits. Try that out with a big old pan of gravy. Hopefully you can get some good sausage or bacon around there. We can make some gravy from the grease. I ain't made scratch gravy in a minute. See if I still remember how. Then I love cooking a big old breakfast. But with just me and Grandma way we eat, there ain't no need in it. What's going on with you there, Agal? Welcome to a Tuesday night BS party. Oh, I'm doing hunky-dory. How about yourself? Sitting outside here and taking in the evening, watching the darkness come upon us, watching a little bit of traffic around here, picking on Paul. JJ couldn't handle it. He left. Evidently, quite a few couldn't handle it. We're down to 5. And where you at? Oh, yeah? And how you want to cook that tenderloin? You're from the Baltics? It's 1 a.m. over there. Well, cool, from the Baltics, man. Welcome to the live stream. And what do you do for a living over there? I'm a retired truck driver, if you didn't know. I've had them from Ireland and all kinds of places. That's the first time I can recollect getting one from Baltics. That's pretty cool, eh? Now, see, I'll put on my Canada accent, eh? Every other word would be A, and he'll think I'm in Canada. Oh, you want to become a truck driver? Well, what is the protocol over there for you? What steps do you have to take? What age are you? What age do you need to be? And enlighten us a little bit. Along with it, have you gone back in the libraries and watched any of my trucking videos? Not only was I in the truck for them, I was talking about trucking, American style. Which back in the day, it would have been like one of the John Wayne movies. Hey, Paul, we used to have fun. They saw we was having fun and making money, so they took away the fun and the money. Pretty enough night if Mama gets up. We got this big old fire pit that we bought. It's our souvenir of our state of Texas. If Grandma gets up, I just might. And yes, I know what a might is. Might just take her plants off there and build a small fire. I think that might be fun. It's a nice night for it. See how late she sleeps and how cold it is when she wakes up. And no, I ain't gonna wake her up. Yeah, me and you both. Well, you should have to go through some kind of training or something, don't you? I mean, from some of the videos I've seen, some of them Eastern countries, they ain't been trained. And I swear some of them ain't got license. Y'all got some crazy ass shit going on over there on that side of the world. think I ran him off, Paul? Okay. Yeah, and I can believe it, and you're still making a recovery. Yep. Still trying to find your niche in the world marketplace. Yeah, some will. Unfortunately, we have that problem over here. Not that we was communist, but we have a radical political wing that is wanting to push our country to the communist socialist side. And to some of us, socialists and communists, that same damn thing just spelled differently. You know, one is just a step to the next. Well, it ain't terrible worse than a lot of other places if you've traveled at all. However, we've got our problems, that's for sure. And we've got some pretty major issues that we're having to deal with right now. Luckily, we ain't got to a point where they're shooting us for having a Bible and a whatever else they shoot you for having, a record player. Underground radio. You know that's really a thing, Paul? I understand, JJ. And the hell of it is, you used to be Democrat. Well, and that's where I'm at, Paul. You know, I'm a patriot. Love my country. Fear my government. And I fear my government and some of the idiots. I was hearing parts and pieces about they're fixing to push some gun bill through, and I'm not sure what that gun bill's got in it. The thing is regardless what they come out with, there's so many of us Americans out here that's going to say, no, I ain't registering my guns. I ain't telling you what I got. What part to kiss my ass don't you understand? And you know what the most fearful thing is you can hear in life? I'm from the government. I'm here to help. That should scare you. Yeah, I got to clean up our little patio area back here. Bunch of winter debris. Some plants that didn't make it. A little bit of stuff out there from the construction. A little this and that. Yeah. Yeah, that was my whole thing there, Paul. I seen him in there, and he's supposed to be down at the border. Now, like, you talk about a photo op, they harass the hell out of Trump for photo ops. At least he kind of disguised his. This one was a blatant in your face, because he don't know nothing about anything you'd buy out of a hardware anyhow. Much less about how to run a business, and that's the most scary part. what I liked about Trump. He ran this country like a business and he was doing good. I don't understand why he didn't make it in again. I guess too much free stuff. JJ, tell me something, buddy. I mean, be honest. How often are you exposed to other people? Really, how often are you really close up to people? More than 6 foot type stuff. So our danger level is in how much we're really around exposed people or potential exposed people. And the rates, the numbers have been dropping drastically, very fast. And I ain't going to put it on that vaccine either, because they were just saying today only like 9% have been vaccinated, you know, and only a certain amount of them once and a certain amount twice. I think we built up a little bit of herd, damn it, I can't think of the right word for it. But yeah, along with it, it's breaking out into summer, which I know last year they said summertime it should go away, blah, blah, blah. And it did a whole lot. Politics is what's keeping it alive so much. And look at the schools and the fight in California with the state and the union out there. Same thing in Chicago. And the union out in California put a friendly reminder of them. That's what they call it, friendly reminder. Is if you take a trip or a vacation during spring break, don't put your pictures on the internet, because it's hard enough to try to convince them that we're too damn scared. Now, I might have ad-libbed a little bit there, but that's about what it meant. I mean, that right there tells you it's about the money. Well, I have no intentions of taking it. Grandma or I are not getting the vaccine. It would take something super drastic to make us get it. And if the government started trying to make you get a card saying that you took it and all that, I'm probably going to start preaching to you about the devil's here and there's the mark of the beast. Because it's bad enough the government forces us to get a social security number and get a driver's license number and keep track of us in so many ways. But now you want to put another number on me? Don't get me started. You'll see the hillbilly come out in me. Where I come from, we never did trust government. Guess what? You can take the boy out of the hills, but you can't take the hills out of the boy. I still don't trust them. Not even a little bit. Well, that's true there, Prime, but I'm retired. And COVID retired me. Back in the beginning, when we believed our government and we believed science and our doctors, I wound up coming off because of my health. And Grandma said I ain't going back. There's another, it would take drastic circumstances to put me back out there. Because I don't want to go. The nonsense they tell you about you got diesel in your blood after 30 years and you're going to miss it and blah, blah, blah. No, I don't miss it. Am I getting bored? Yes, I am. But we're about to figure out other stuff to do for that boredom, and it ain't going to be climbing back into a damn truck. Although, Paul, I seen a Peterbilt cab over today, blue and silver, sweet looking, probably early 90s, late 80s at the most. Good looking old ride. Easing through town today. Pulling a grain trailer, of course. Damned old grain hauler. You know how you guys are. Well, that's probably so there, Paul. But, it's just like the good Lord. God gave us the right of freedom of choice, free will. It's the same thing with them companies. And if they're crying for help out here, like so many says, it's your choice. We have choices. So, if you choose to get fired instead of taking that vaccine, I hope you got a plan, but God bless you. I totally understand where they're coming from. There's too many of us that do not like stuff being forced upon us. Hell, I thought that was part of being American is not having stuff forced upon you, And every time we turn around over here, they're taking away, nibbling at it. See, they'll never take all of your rights and stuff at one time. They're not stupid. They know that they can't just reach in there and grab something. However, they can take these little bites all around the outside edges. And what happens after you work down them outside edges? Pretty soon you're right in the middle, right in the meat of it. And that's what they've been doing with guns and ammunition for years. Obama put a hurt on us on the ammunition. Whether you all realize that or not, Obama put the hurt on us. I hear you, JJ. Well, like I said a minute ago, dude, it's choices. You know? What up, Ralph? No, there won't be, Prime. If you'll read on some of the doors of these businesses that you go into, there's already state laws and different stuff that is protecting that company, that establishment, from any lawsuits against you and I going in there catching COVID on their property. If they went that far, I guarantee you they've gone far enough that they have protected the companies from getting sued for firing someone for not taking the vaccine. When they're pushing this vaccine, they're going to be covering everybody's butt so that they can force it. That's just my thoughts. I don't know that. I'm not a politician. You are correct. They are pushing atheism. Now, do you join us Sunday mornings for the services here, Gil? We do a little preaching on Sunday mornings. When I get over there to Paul's house, he's going to get to preach on a Sunday morning. Better get ready, Paul. I've done been a CDL instructor, thank you. Well, and that's pretty much what it is to me, Paul, is house arrest. They call it quarantining and social distancing. No, I call it quarantine you from the damn public. Wear a mask and social distance. No, you having us on house arrest and making us do all that, that's quarantining us. It's just another step in dividing us. They've been doing all the race wars, the class wars, whatever else they can drive a little wedge in between all the people. Well, this is just the next step. What so many folks don't understand. This is just the next step. Well, actually, they've had that for a while, Prime, and it depends upon what state. There's a federal inheritance tax, and and that's what you're talking about there, leaving it to your children. That comes under the inheritance tax, and every state has their own, along with the federal government. So, regardless how hard you work when you die, government's gonna get screw you again, state and federal, or at least your children. Well, it's 10 a.m. our time, Eastern time. What time is it now, Paul? Let's see. You're on Central time, ain't you? His time it'd be 9 a.m. in the morning, about 12 hours ago. It's what, going on 8 now, folks? I don't really know. And this don't give me a clock. 6:09, JJ. That's Central. So 6:09 now. Hell, that's 6, 7, 8 hours ago. So whatever, if it's 5 a.m. in your morning, that's going to make it, what, 3 or 4 in the afternoon? I thought it was later than 6 o'clock. Getting dark and 6 o'clock still. Every once in a while we got a bat that comes out. There's a street light right there. And every once in a while we get a bat out there collecting some bugs for us. Wish you'd bring some of his buddies when it comes summertime, get some of these skeeters. All right, come on. Chat me up, people. Don't make me carry the choke. Miguel, you never did tell me how old you were, youngin'. And I know you ain't my age. Or you wouldn't be wishing for no CDL. Oh, you're 18? And how do you have to be over there to get your CDL? Over here, you can get it in some states at 18, but you have to stay inside that state. until you're 21. When you're 21, then you can drive all over the country if you pass your test. Ronnie Millsap, boy, I ain't thought about him in a long time. What's going on, cool chick? Welcome to the live stream. Yeah, Paul, I know. Me and Grandma carry them. I don't wear them very often. We went into Target today, and that's just one county over, barely crossing the county line, and they still have mandatory masks. So I wore it in Target most of the time. Then wound up leaving out of there without buying anything. What? We was pricing coffee machines. We're wanting to get one that does lattes, cappuccinos, makes coffee, does the dishes and the floor, and she wanted one that does a lot of stuff. And I said, as long as I can get a cup of coffee, I'm happy. Get all that other stuff you want. The one we're looking at looks like two machines sitting there. One with a coffee pot and one for all the other fancy stuff. What up, Trucker Willie? Uh-huh. What up, Bulldog? You young whippersnapper? Oh, I know that place. You behave. Walmart, D.C. I'm sorry. Gil, nice seeing you, buddy. Try to catch us again sometime. He's over in, where'd he say, Baltic? Said it was 1 a.m. when he started chatting with us, half hour or so. Oh, shame on you. Well, then make sure you got enough bail money tucked into your boot. And it ain't even Friday night. $2 a.m. right now. Well, like I said, 8 hours in front of or behind you is when that Sunday morning deal is. They got pretty girls. Oh man, he gonna be broke before he gets out of there. Ain't gonna be too terrible long. I'm gonna be thinking about going in. Oh wow. Well, actually, I like my construction, remodeling and stuff. And if I could have done it all over again, I probably would have tried to get into that sooner and stuck with it longer. But hindsight's 2020. I mean, I made pretty good money in the oil field, but Bulldog, I have to look at that later. But yeah, I got in trouble doing oil field stuff. Well, I didn't get in trouble. I wasn't the kind feller I am today. Well, if that's the case, it better been a close up. I'm hard to seeing, you know. Yeah. Yeah, we did. For what you're talking about, we're still waiting on some other stuff. And actually, they never did come in the mail. I wound up going down to the office a week ago today and had a little chat with them down there, and they're just rolling their eyes saying, it's that damn mail, lost in the mail. So they just gave me another one on the spot. Got on the computer and canceled those that were being mailed to me and gave me some new ones. I said, that'll work. All right, Bulldog, take it easy, man. That's a good lesson for the youngins. But I'm afraid he was too late. He didn't get to read it. Well, folks, been on here over an hour. I think I'll cut out and let y'all be. Getting a little nipply out here. Go see if Grandma's up yet. But I definitely appreciate y'all stopping in and keeping me company. Y'all remember, good Lord love you. So do I. Y'all take it easy now. Bye.